Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Can I hear you? Good morning.
Good morning.
Very nice to have you here. I'm Greg Clark. I'm the chair of the Connected Places Catapult. Let me give a very warm welcome to the 600 or so people who are here in the room at 22 Bishopsgate, the 2,000 people who are joining us online, and the 250 people who are joining us from CPC's offices in London, Milton Keynes, Birmingham and Glasgow. You're all very, very welcome. We're delighted to have you here. I'm shortly going to introduce our Chief Executive, Erika Lewis. Erika is going to be your host for most of the day, and you'll get to know her during the course of this day. But before that, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping, and we also want to gather some contributions from you on a very big question. So I want you to have your mobile phones out, and shortly I'll be telling you all about how to use Slido. Just before we get there, the agenda for this morning, I think, is going to be really vibrant. We're going to cover in this half of the day the big changes, the big trends, the big innovations, both in cities and in transport and in place leadership. And as you just heard, that's the way we define what we do. Wi-Fi is available throughout the day, and if you look on the back of your badges, it tells you which Wi-Fi network to join and how to join it. And stay connected, of course, is the password, as you'll figure out. We'll be using Slido during the course of the day, hashtag CP Summit 24, hashtag CP Summit 24. Please use that, and we'll shortly start that. And then I just want to say a very big thank you to all of our partners who've made today's event possible. I particularly, of course, want to thank the Department for Transport, who are our strategic partner. I want to thank DNV, who are our headline partner. And I want to give a big thank you to UKRI and IUK, who are our permanent partners in everything we do. And we're really grateful to them for all of their help. I want to say thank you, though, to all partners who are here, especially our media partners, who will be doing sterling work, I think, throughout the day to keep us all very much focused on the messaging. Now, let's go immediately to Slido, because we want to know what you think. And so we're going to be using Slido all day for submitting questions, preferencing questions, giving our moderators a sense of the issues that you want to tackle. So please go to CP Summit 24 and then select Keynote Room. This is the Keynote Room for today's event, and we'd like you to select Keynote Room. And what I want you to do is to build a word cloud with me. So the question is, what does a connected place look like to you? What does a connected place look like to you? Let's start building this word cloud. If we could see it on screen, that would be great as the words build. So is it a railway station? Is it a bus garage? Is it a port, an airport? Is that what you think of as a connected place? Or is it a city centre, a knowledge hub, or perhaps an innovation district? Is it a transit-oriented development, some kind of intelligent transport interchange? Is it an EV charging hub? Or is it a digital twin? Is a digital twin what you think of when you think of a connected place? Can I just check hands up? Are you already into Slido? Are you there? If you are, if you're still trying, hands up. Okay, let's just give you a bit of time. So what do you think of when I ask you the question, what does a connected place look like? Is it a net zero neighborhood? Is it a location for mobility as a service? Is it some kind of intelligent building? Or is it a next-gen vehicle connected to a next-gen pavement or street? Or is it indeed a smart city? What do you think of when you think of a connected place? So here you can see, growing on the screen, digital twins, community, strong social infrastructure, inclusive people. Innovation district is there. Multimodal transport is coming in, digitally connected. Community, accessible, digital twin are in the lead. A railway station, possibly. Interoperability. Thriving, usable, transport infrastructure. Wonderful. Keep going for 30 seconds more. We've got 135 people have contributed, and we're getting contributions both from people who are watching online as well as people who are here in the room. Let's keep building this word cloud if we can. keep this going. It's great to see digital twins featuring so clearly here, and the word accessible is growing as you vote. People-centric, public transport making a bit of a run now. Seamless, walkable, innovation district again, whole systems, visitability, viability, people, port, sustainable ecosystem. Great. Well, we've been thinking about this question as well, and we agree with you, and I want to show you what we created when we started to think, what does a connected place look like to us? And in the top here, you can see many of the words we were just looking at, from digital twin to innovation district to net zero neighborhood to intelligent transport systems to interchanges, stations, ports, and indeed airports. And we think of all of these things, including smart cities, as being part of what we mean by connected places, because all of these kinds of places are connected. They're connected digitally, they're connected physically, they're connected socially, and of course they're connected through the ecosystems of the planet, of water, of air, of food, of health, and so much more. So when we call ourselves the Connected Places Catapult, we're the catapult that's trying to accelerate innovation in all of those things. And there's a simple diagram here then about how we're organized. We have a focus, of course, on homes and housing, on rail and stations, place leadership more broadly, air mobility and airports, integrated infrastructure, maritime and ports. And you can see the three underlying lenses that we use of climate action, of connected intelligence, and of people's experience. That's how we think of as a connected place. And of course, you'll hear much more about that over the course of today and tomorrow. Once again, a big welcome to all of you. Please join me in welcoming to the stage your host for the day, our Chief Executive, Erika Lewis.
Thank you, Greg, and good morning. A special hello to those of you who are joining us online as well, including my mum and dad. I'm hoping he doesn't find that unmute button. I'm delighted to be here as the Chief Executive of Connected Places Catapult. My personal passions are cities and technology. Getting the chance to work with the wonderful team at the Catapult and with you as our partners is a real honour. Cities are said to be humanity's greatest invention. They are the engines of our economy. But today, 75% of global CO2 emissions are emitted in our cities. The fight against climate change will be won in our cities. And at the same time, the innovations that we need to win that fight will almost certainly be developed in our cities. How we manage our transport systems and the built environment in the years to come is a huge innovation challenge. £300 billion is being spent every year on third-party suppliers in the UK public sector. So if just 5% more of that spending was done in an innovation-friendly way, it would unlock £15 billion to support some of our most creative and innovative companies. And some of those, I know, are here with us today. These are the challenges that we must address through leadership that is harnessing the power of new thinking, growing business, and new technology. The truth is, we can't just have one answer. We need to harness the many approaches that can only come from seeding and supporting new ideas. Working together with you, we will be a force for positive change in the world. As the UK's innovation accelerator for cities, transport, and place leadership, our mission is clear. We connect people, places, and businesses for a future of sustainable growth and prosperity. Working with you, we are a creative hub of collaboration and innovation. Together, we can be a driving force behind the transformation of our cities, transport systems, and our communities. Hundreds of you are in this room today and with us in this building. And as Greg mentioned, over 1,000 more are here online. And that's really timely for us because we want to use these conversations to start building our strategy for the future. A future where we see people thriving, businesses flourishing, and the environment protected. We want to walk gently on the earth. We don't just want to talk the talk, we want to drive responsible growth. We'll be back to you over the year to ask for your collaboration and ideas, so be aware, we'll be knocking on your door. Through our projects and partnerships and programs, we're already making a real difference in thousands of people's lives. And I hope over the next couple of days, you'll enjoy hearing about the projects that we run every year. I want to acknowledge that none of this would be possible without the incredible dedication of and talent of the Connected Places Catapult team. And of course, the unwavering support of you, our partners and stakeholders. I want to join Greg in saying a special thank you to our headline sponsors, Department for Transport, DNV and Innovate UK. And finally, this event is for you. Thank you for coming and thank you for being a part of what we do. Thank you.